Hi, and welcome everybody. I am back with yet another episode of Perceptions of Purpose, and today I'm talking with Luis Garcia, better known as Crini.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, it would be weird to say.
It's like really weird for people to like mention my actual name.
Yeah?
It's like nobody knows it.
Oh.
And when people say like, oh no, have you seen Luis? It's like, who's Luis? Or have you seen David? Who's David? It's like, I don't know him. Crini. Oh yeah, I know him.
There was David in there as well, right?
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
never found it anywhere, and I keep thinking of that.
My full name is Luis David Garcia Mujica.
Okay.
That's my name. Yeah.
Okay. And I thought it would actually be fun if you were to present yourself a little bit. Like, what do you do? Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here because you invited me.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. Okay, so yeah, I'm Luis David Garcia Mujica. I'm Crini. What do I do or who I am? I'm kind of a complex kind of person, I would say. A complex human being. I do plenty of stuff. I like plenty of stuff. And I like to say that whatever I do I do it because I want and because I can. So that's pretty much how I was playing, or how I would say I am. It's like I'm a complex human being that, yes, I do what I want when I can, and that's it.
Okay, that's very beautiful. That is a very different way to present yourself than many people would, I think, once you get asked, because so many start to talk about their profession, right?
But that's not my case.
No.
No, that's not my case. Actually, I remember once, if I talk about profession or what I studied, I'm a computer scientist, actually. And I remember I was one at a bar here in Madrid, and there was this guy like reading the tarot cards. I think, how do you call it? And he asked, so you are the computer engineer? No, I'm not that guy. I'm just a regular person. I'm not that guy. I'm not a computer engineer, and I need to be that. It's not that. I studied that. That's not who I am. So that wouldn't define me.
Wow,
So,
that's beautiful. I love that perception. Okay, cool. And so, you already knocked on the computer scientist part. You studied that in Valencia, in Caracas.
Yeah, in Valencia, in
right?
Venezuela. Yeah,
In
in Valencia. Valencia is like the third biggest city in Venezuela. Yeah, it's pretty close to Caracas, like 2 hours away from Caracas. Yeah.
Okay, and then so how you discovered at some point that you were into visual arts and design as well, and today you work a lot in that area.
Yep.
How do you tie that back into the whole computing studies that you've done?
Actually, I think since I was very little, I knew that I wanted to do something that had to do with visual kind of expression. Actually, my dad and my mom had a printing company, and I pretty much grew up there because all the time when I left school, once the school closed, I went to the printing company, and I spent much of my days there. And I remember once a specific time that I wanted to invite. I wasn't that the popular kid at the school. No, I was a lot like, how do you call it, like the underdog. So
Underdog?
Yeah, kind of. And I remember I wanted for the kids to come to my birthday party. And since no one knew me, it's like, how could I make them to come and stuff? And I said, I'm going to make an invitation. And one of the guys told me how, from the printing company, told me how to use, I don't remember which was the software. I think it was like Corel Draw, something like that.
Okay.
So I made an invitation.
Yeah.
That was my first flyer. And it was like, I don't know, I was 7 years old or 8 years old, something like that.
And
or
that's
probably
digitally?
Yeah, digitally.
Okay.
And the guy saw that, and it's like, dude, you can live from that. That's graphic design. And what's graphic design? Yeah, it's like a career the career path that you can follow. And I was like, I'm gonna be a graphic designer. For me it was like right at that time, and said I want to be a graphic designer. That's what I want to do with my life. But the thing is that in the city where I was living, there was no we have public universities in Venezuela, but there's no public design school in the city where I was living.
They often are
and it's pretty far away. I was like 15, 16 years old when I left high school. My mom said, dude, you cannot go there. If you go there, this is in the Andes. It's like the hippiest kind of town you can get to see in Venezuela.
I don't allow you.
And she was like, if I leave you together, if you go there, I will lose you. So please don't go there.
Okay.
I was like, what else can I do? So I ended up studying computer science because I thought that I could do like graphic kind of computing. Yeah, like the graphic part of computing.
Yeah, it's
So
like such a own path within the whole computing part. I think.
it's a totally different path, and it's crazy because it's like math all the way, and I hate math. Even though I use it a lot in the kind of designs that I do, it's like I hate math. Like I couldn't spare to do like spend my time doing graphics in a computer with code. It's like no, that's not something I want to do.
Yeah, but it's understanding the enemy, and once you get like.
That's different.
You learn the root of it, right?
Yeah.
So
it's like,
going from there and growing from there.
Yeah, totally.
And so studying that, did you work in computing at all? At some point?
Yeah, I did work computing first with databases. Actually, even teach like how do you call it? I don't know, like a special class about advanced topics in databases.
Wow.
So I spent like 3 to 4 years working on that. And then I had to come back. I was working in Caracas at the time. But when I came back to the city where I was from, Valencia, there was no actual like area for me to work on. As databases was not something that everyone will request.
Yeah.
So I couldn't work from there. The wages in Caracas were not as big as I wanted to have. So I decided to kind of flip the coin around, and I started working with web design. So that's when it kind of made like a match between what I studied and what I did like.
Which is still kind of pioneering, no? For the time, there wasn't as many web designers.
There weren't as many web designers, to be honest. And I remember the first job that I got as like a graphic designer, web designer, like even a web dev, was because I used to do a lot of flyers for the parties that we threw up in Venezuela. For plenty of my friends that they have like parties or releases in labels and like playing music and stuff. And I remember that the first job that I got was a girl that found my designs on Behance.
Wow.
And she's like, dude, you're from Valencia. You're not working on any agency. I was like, no, I just do stuff for myself and my friends. It's like, come and work with us. And I started working there. And from there, I went to Panama. And in Panama, she was the one that told me, hey, you need to come to Panama. Work with me. From there is when I started my freelance path. Okay. After working for about a year in Panama. Yeah.
Okay, so you did 2-3 years in the computing, just to understand that, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Going
maybe
to...
probably 4 years.
4?
Yeah, then about a couple of years in web design, web development, and then I started like full in with the graphic design.
And when you started with the graphic design in Panama, you instantly became freelance?
After a year.
After a year, yeah. Okay, and how was that switch? Like, how was that different to the position you had before?
I felt free, to be honest. Yeah.
Nice.
I was working at the marketing department for a huge hotel and casino in Panama. It's like 5-star. Like I remember they were part of a like hotel chain. Like it's like huge. I don't remember the name. Marriott, I think.
Okay.
So it was interesting because I had a chance to do stuff for like a casino, like the biggest casino in Central America. I was like, I don't like casinos, but I need to work on this. It's like money. At least I was working with design. Yeah. But at some point, it's like, dude, what I'm doing is I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. It's like to be honest, I remember even a time when we were at the casino, like we had the whole marketing team, and I was saying like, I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I'm a lion like in a zoo or like in a cage, and I need to leave. Like 2 or 3 months after, I left. Okay. With no actual plan. Okay. No plan at all. It's like, I will open my own studio.
I need to be free now.
Yeah, I need to be free. It's like I will open my own studio. And I remember I discussed that with my wife. I told her, I'm going to go fully freelance. I don't know how it's going to be, but, let's try. At least, the worst thing that can happen is that I have to come back to work.
Worst case, you look for a job and you'll probably find something, even if it's not that. But there's always...
Yeah, since my profile is like... I don't know how to say this. Like pretty open. I can work with databases. I can work with code. I can work with design. I can do several stuff, and I'm not afraid to learn new stuff. Yeah. So it's like I'm pretty much like that. So it's like let's jump and do it. Let's go all in. And it has been actually next year is gonna be 10 years. since then.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to have my life, in Venezuela, we don't have sweet 16, but we have like 15 años. So
See,
it's like, you know that. So, yeah, I'm going to do something like that, yeah.
Yeah. You will do a party for your freedom.
Yeah, totally.
Amazing. I love that idea.
I will do it.
And so was everything just like going smooth then from the start, or was there some struggles, some problems?
I would say the main struggle was actually to kind of find a pace where I could feel that the work that we were doing was like nice enough, like to our standards, but understanding that clients sometimes need something that was like not necessarily what we wanted to do, but it was okay.
Yeah.
It's not like selling your soul to the devil or something like that, but it's more like there's work that pays the rent, and there's work that you will love and that will fulfill your heart. So it's those two very different things. I think that was the most difficult part, to understand that. Once I understood that, it was like, okay, how do we manage to do this in a way that we will get to the end of the month and we will have enough money to pay for the rent.
But you don't feel like you're selling your soul.
Yeah, exactly. So, this kind of planning and how to manage and the economical part of it, I think that was one of the main struggles. For me, I wouldn't say it was difficult to find clients because, it's like just because of the word of mouth. I would say like most of my clients had come through that way. So it has worked that way since, like I said, like even I have never, it's crazy because I have never done like an actual like job interview.
No.
All of the works that I've had come because someone is like, dude, you need to work with him.
Wow.
And because of like that same word of mouth. So, and it has worked all of this time for me. So
10 years going strong.
Yeah. Even the work that I did before, in computer science is having the same way. So it's like I have to be doing something good. It's like I think I'm doing it okay. People still calling me. It's like I will keep doing it that way.
Just makes me think of the sentence like "Be so good they can't ignore you."
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a nice quote from I think it was Andy Warhol that I remember. I teach the. I remember I called it a WordPress workshop. It was a portfolio creation kind of workshop for designers, illustrators, photographers that wanted to like have their own portfolio, but they didn't know anything about coding. And I remember I started each session with a quote from Andy Warhol. Is how to say it? The 99% of success is showing up. So it's like, if you show up, you're there.
You're there. You make the mistake, and then next time you'll do better, but you were there.
Yeah,
totally.
So yeah, I think I'm not afraid of showing up. So that's what has worked for me.
That's beautiful. Like that's actually clashing so strongly with something that I personally have been struggling with, I think, because the planning and everything that you may learn and read nowadays is so much into you have to be ready and you have to prepare a portfolio and you have to find the clients and send the clients instead of like potentially finding something really close and then like, okay, from there we go and then they will recommend you to someone else and that will like shape a generation as well. Like this kind of pressure that is on artists nowadays in those terms.
Yeah.
It just brings me to my next question in terms of the next creative generation that is growing nowadays, especially with Instagram, the internet in general, but also with the rise of AI. How do you see the next generation of artists? Like, what is your prediction a little bit of what's going to come?
Okay, predictions are pretty difficult